All right. So first things first. I want to get this out the way. My eyes are a little irritated. I don't know what's going on, but it's a little irritated. So if it looks red, it's not because I'm high or anything like that. It's just because, like I said, something's going on right now. So I want to get out the way. I wanted to get that out the way. So first things first. Tonight is my last night in Medellin. I've been here since Thursday. Tonight is Monday, and just kind of wanted to give you guys a rundown as a black man visiting Colombia. This has been my experience. So the first thing we're going to talk about is safety. So, obviously, that's the forefront of every discussion when you're talking about traveling to Medellin as an American. You know what I'm saying? Safety wise, just to kind of give you a little bit of background, I was raised in Georgia. My early years going to clubs, you know, 18, 19, going to clubs in Atlanta. That's where I started out, really, my club experiences. You know, Atlanta in the early 2000s, like 2000, you know, club bounce, things like that. So, between that and then I also live in California now. I live in Los Angeles. I've been there for the past 15 years. So I would say between those two places, you know what I mean? I have a very good understanding just how to move in different environments or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this, man. Coming to Medellin, obviously I did all my research in YouTube videos, different articles and so on and so forth about safety. This has been my experience. You know, obviously as an American, anytime you go to a different country, the first thing I want to point out is that, you know, you have to be respectful of the fact you're in somebody else's country. Amenities may not be up to par with maybe what you're used to, and they may be, but you know, if you go to your hotel and maybe the hot water isn't hot off top, you know, don't go in there, oh man, what's going on? Yeah, nah, man, just, you know, be cool about it. Go in there and talk to them, you know, see what's going on. Maybe you can get a resolution. If not, no big deal, but don't make a big deal out of it. And what you see a lot of times is what I've heard is, you know, from the locals is, you know, a lot of times you get Americans that'll come here and they're very arrogant. They think that, you know, America is the end all be all. And what people that, you know, don't travel fail to realize is that it's a big world out there, bro. So just like in America, you know, we see things on TV in the background where, you know, you may see conflict of other countries and so on and so forth. And yeah, we're kind of aware of it, but it's not like at the forefront of our day-to-day lives. It's the same thing if you go to another country, bro. Like, yeah, America is there, but like, bro, they don't give a shit about what we doing every day, bro. They got their own lives, they got their own culture, their way of doing business. So that's what people have to realize. Like, that's the main thing people have to realize when you go out of the country is that you on their turf, bro. Like, be respectful of their shit. It's just like when you come to America, I've seen plenty of people get mad at, you know, people from other countries and like, oh, you're in this country, you don't speak our language or whatever. It's like, nah, bro, like, it's the same fucking thing. Go outside the country and be respectful of those people's cultures and those people's ways. And, you know, don't come out here puffing your chest out like I'm from New York or I'm an American, yada, 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 man. And people don't care about that. And the main thing that I've noticed is, like, it's like anywhere, bro. Like, just, you know, respect where you at. It's not where you from, it's where you at. You know what I'm saying? So abide by their rules, you know, just kind of be, humble yourself. That's probably the best way I could say it, is just humble yourself, man. You know what I mean? And if you could do that, 9 times out of 10, you'll be all right. Now, like I said, this has just been my experience. I can't speak on everybody else. Me personally, I know when I go out of the country, I try to be low key. I try not to do anything to attract attention to myself. I try to, you know, just stay out the way. And that usually works for me. So during this whole time I've been out here, that's pretty much what it's been. So first thing is safety. Second thing, the girls. Now, I personally didn't do anything with any women on this trip, but I can tell you just based on some of the shit I've seen out here. First of all, everything you've heard about the women out here, like as far as the beauty and whatever, man, that shit is that and then some. Like, bro, I've never seen so many just stunners like in one location. I remember like the other night, the first night we went out Friday, we were in Parque Years. We went to, I forgot the name of the club, but we ended up going to some club, man. And then we were walking to another spot. And literally, like when we were walking, I just happened to look down a cut and it was like 30 fucking working women on one block, bro. I never seen nothing like it. Like, I live in LA. Like, I don't work that far from Figueroa, you know what I mean? So that kind of stuff don't shock me, but I was just like, wow, bro. But the quality, and then from my understanding, you know, like, you know, if you're looking to pay for women, then, you know, $100 should get you in the game. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on how tight your G is. But then on the flip side of that, you know, I had a couple partners that was out here, you know, just, you know, on their time, and, you know, they finessed some shit, bro. They made some shit happen without having to break the chick off. You know what I'm saying? They might have to, you know, pay for breakfast in the morning or pay for an Uber. But as far as, you know, hand-to-hand transactions, bro, wasn't none of that going on. So what I can say is, like, it just depend on how tight your G is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then too, what you got to realize, most times, the especially black men that's traveling, bro, you don't really see a lot of real dudes leaving the country, man. It's a lot of these cornballs and shit, man. So it's like, if you a real dude, bro, like that shit is universal. So like, even if you don't speak no English, like they pick up on a vibe. So you could definitely see where, if you're just on top of your game, bro, you come out here and have a ball. Now, what I will say, as far as safety, just speaking with my host, you know, it's not so much like armed robbery, stick up shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the way they try to get you out here is the women try to set you up. They try to drug you. They try to fucking knock you out so they can rob you all your shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But then, like I said, man, you see a lot of these Americans that come out here, these foreigners and generals, and they cornballs, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I go to Vegas a lot. It's the same fucking lick when they go to Vegas, man. Them girls doing the same shit. They trying to set dudes up. They trying to, you know, hit licks on them, man. Like, you know, 2 girls at a time while you hitting one of them, the other one going through your pockets and all that other weird shit, man. So, you know what I'm saying? That's universal, bro. If you know how to play, if you know how to move, like, just in different cities or whatever, bro. I go to New York a lot. I go to LA. I go to Atlanta. I go to Vegas a lot. Bro, if you move into different cities, then this shit right here, like, it's accordingly. You're going to act accordingly. You know how to move, and you should be straight. Like I said, now, what I will say, I also got very, very lucky because, you know, I got an Airbnb while I was here. And then, like, my host has been amazing. She's from the area. She's been able to kind of show us, like, different aspects of the city, from the wealthier aspects to, you know, the not so wealthy and everything in between. So I feel like, you know, for the time that I have been here, the few days that I've been in Medellin, I've been able to see a lot of different stuff, soak in a lot of different culture. And, like, I definitely will be back. This isn't my last time coming to the country, bro. Like, I feel like the people here are so hospitable and warm. And then, yeah, you know what I mean? It's a different country. So obviously, as Americans, they you know, associate us with having money. So if you go out to the more public areas, you're going to find the places that they're looking for. Excuse me, hold that thought. See, no edit. We keep all this shit real. So, yeah, you know, obviously, man, if you go out to some of the more touristy areas, man, you're going to have little kids running up on you, women trying to sell you stuff. And, I mean, just don't get short with them, man. You know, tell them no thank you. They might keep asking, but you got to realize, man, people out here, what I might fuck off in a night at a bar, bro, that's somebody's monthly salary out here. So, obviously, they know, you know, we coming from a different, you know, place where money is a little different for us. We see it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, if you traveled outside the country before, you know how that go. If you haven't, it may be something that catches you off guard the first time you're exposed to that, but that's just how it is. Anytime when you go to another country, especially in America, because most of the time, any other places you go, they're not going to make the same money we make. They don't have the same, I don't want to say quality of living. Definitely, I'm not going to say the quality of living, but as far as like the money we make and just having disposable income, you don't see it at the same rate that we see it in America. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I say all that to say this. Did I feel safe in Medellin? Absolutely. But at the same time, you know, I'm with a group of black dudes. It's like 5 of us, man. You know, one of my homeboys like 6'4", 320. You know what I mean? So wasn't nobody gonna run up on us just crazy anyway. And then, like I said, as far as when we was going out, you know, we was clicked up, man. We had a table. It'd be the group of us. So, you know, we pouring our own drinks. We, you know, rolling on, smoke, everything. So, yeah, like, you know, I guess because the way we played it, I felt very safe. Now, would I come to Medellin alone as a tourist? Absolutely. You know, there's obviously certain parts, like today we went to Laureles, which is more of a local part, and it was chill, man. It was like you didn't really see a lot of tourists over there. It's kind of mingling amongst the local people, but, you know, got a chance to get some really, really good culture in, you know what I mean? And now, would I stay in Parquilleras by myself? No. It's just too much motion going on. There's too much going on over there. Your head got to stay on a swivel at all times. It's just like, you know, going to the Las Vegas Strip, bro. Like, you're right in the midst of all the action. The further you get away from that, the more chill it is. So my Airbnb actually right now is in Envigado, which, you know, if you're familiar with that, Envigado is a suburb the south to the city of Medellin. This is definitely probably where I would stay again if I came back. It's very residential, just very chill. Even right now, like we're in the backyard, you know, you hear bugs and birds and things of that nature, but, you know, you don't really hear any more city traffic. Like I said, safety-wise, the women, you know, I kind of said my piece as far as the women go. You know, you play it at your own risk, man. Like I said, if you know how to move when you go out of town, you know, even in the States, if you know how to go when you go to a different city, it's the same thing. You kind of just got to peep how they move and see how they go about things. And even though, you know, you may consider yourself a real one or whatever, bro, but it's like, it ain't where you from, it's where you at. And that's the biggest thing that I want to stress to people. It's like, it's not where you from, it's where you at. Regardless of where you from, you know, you in somebody else's home, you in their country, and be mindful of that. Like yesterday, we were going to Community 13, and, you know, there was some young Asian guy, man, that had got onto our lift. And, you know, he's like, oh, where you guys from? We're telling him. And we're like, oh, yeah, you know, we're from Atlanta, LA, so on and so forth. We're like, where you from? Oh, yeah, I'm from Ohio. And we're like, oh, man, you know, how you like it out here? He's like, oh, well, you know, I just got here last night. I only been in town 10 hours. And, yeah, man, I met some guys at the bar and got drunk. And now I'm on my way to go play soccer with some Mexicans. And we're like, oh, man, Mexican? You met some Mexicans out here? He's like, oh, no, the kids that lived over here. We're like, bro, like, you in Colombia, G? Like, the country's Colombia, folk. Like, these are Colombians. These are Mexicans. So, you know, stupid shit like that, that'll be the first thing to get a motherfucker snatched up, you know what I mean? Like, and you know, for the locals, you know, you refer to someone as a Mexican, you know, it's like this. I don't know if you guys know this, man, but it's just like if you call an Asian or, you know, African or, you know, anyone of Latin descent, bro, you can't just say, Mexicans, that covers the whole board, or, you know what I'm saying, Chinese covers the whole board. It's like, no, bro, if you call somebody Japanese, Chinese, they take offense to that. If you call somebody Colombian, a Nicaraguan, bro, they take offense to that, bro. So it's just like, man, like, be smart when you come out here. Just be on top of your shit. Don't be no cornball. Like, know what you out here for, and approach it the right way, and you should be straight, man. But overall, like I said, man, my first trip in Medellin, I would definitely say it was a success. I definitely anticipate being back at some point. And yeah, man, like if you ask my opinion, definitely a reason to double back. Hey, man, it's been great. I wish you the best. Much love.